going on, everybody? My name is Cole Compton. Today I'm going to show you how to saddle a horse. Well, first off, you got to brush the horse down. You want to make sure you're getting good brushed. Every time you brush the horse, you need to brush with his hair. And I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but the horse's hair is always kind of going down and at an angle like this. And the reason why you want to do that is so if you brush this way, it gets all fluffed up. And you don't do that because it makes the horse feel uncomfortable underneath the saddle. So once you get done brushing, you don't want to brush all over. I've already done that for time's sake. You want to grab your saddle pad, and this is your saddle pad. It goes in between your saddle and the horse. It kind of gives him a little bit of comfort, and it's kind of thick, you can see. Well, you want to put it on him, and you want to keep it in line with his his shoulder. It's called his withers, but for a lack of a better term, we call it his shoulder. We'll keep it in line. You want to keep it in line with his leg. Make sure everything's square, and you can kind of see this leather piece here. You want to keep it in line with his backbone. Right there. All right, so now you want to grab your saddle. Oh, they're kind of heavy, so sometimes kind of help me out when I throw it over. I want to grab the stirrup and hang it up on the saddle horn like that. So now that you set it up on there, you want to make sure your saddle pad hasn't gotten crooked, which it has. You can see right here, see how it's not straight. So you want to kind of pull it and get it kind of seated a little bit. And you can see now it's fairly straight. And you come up here to the front, and you can see how it's crooked and pulled down. You want to make sure that's straight. So now that we got that straight, we're going to go ahead and throw these straps over. I'm going to explain here in a minute what the names of these straps. So first off, what you want to do is pull your girth strap loose, so that way it's hanging here. Now we're going to walk over here and make sure all our straps are in line. You can see how this one right here is not, it's kind of all messed up. You want it to lay flat. You can see how it's laying flat. All right. We're gonna walk back over here. And the first thing we're gonna do, the first thing we always do, well, the first thing you always do is throw your stirrup over so you can see your straps. So this middle one here is called your girth. And you're gonna put that one on first, so that way if your horse decides to run off or do anything, especially if you're like training a horse like a colt, you always want to do this girth first. So that way if he does run off, the saddle's not hanging off or hurting the horse anyway. So you want to go ahead and put that on. And you kind of get it not too tight, but tight, like so. Make sure everything's seated, and you want to run it back up through here, kind of get your girth strap kind of out the way, keeps everything nice and organized. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is your breast collar. This right here, this breast collar keeps the saddle straight. So when you're kind of going up hills, or if you're doing any kind of rodeo and a roping, you dally right here and they have to pull a steer. It'll pull on the saddle, so it'll keep it from sliding back and forth or going side to side. It'll keep it straight. So we're gonna get that, and you wanna keep it kind of tight, keep it up on his shoulders so it's not down here getting in his way, it's up on his shoulders. Get that situated. Wanna make sure everything's out of the way so nothing can get hung on it or anything. All right, we're gonna go back here to the back cinch. All this cinch does basically is keeps the saddle from rocking up. See how it's moving up? Well, if I tighten that up, which I'm not going to because it's kind of uncomfortable sometimes for the horse, but you tighten it up and it'll keep the saddle from kicking up like this. And the next thing we're going to do is put our bit on. So this is our bit, our head stall. This is the bit, and this is the head stall. These are the reins. So we're going to take his halter off. You want to put your reins on first, like so. Put your bit in his mouth. Good boy. Alrighty, and you want to put this ear hole, stick his ear through the ear hole, so that way it don't allow the bit to come off, or the headstall to come off. It kind of stays on. It helps it stay on. Alrighty, and the next thing you do is you go riding. And that's all there is to it. Thank you.